Hey, how doing, Holmes here, and welcome back to some more Eyes of P boss guide. Today we are going to be taking on the green monster of the swamp, or just the green monster, because it's going to change its name on stage 2. And as always, before we get into the boss fights, let's go over its attacks, because there's quite a bit of them. Okay, for the slam attack, this attack can hit 1 normal attack, 2 normal attack, and then the third one can be a red attack. Sometimes it'll stop at like just 1 attack. Sometimes it'll do 1 regular attack and the second one will be red, or sometimes it'll just do 2 regular attacks and don't even do the third one. The way to parry this is, as you see the boss is like tipping over, that's when you want to parry. Okay, don't parry too early or you're probably gonna get whacked. Okay, for this quote-unquote grab attack, because it's not really a grab, but it does pull you towards him if you just take a clean hit. You can block, parry, or dodge this. The way to dodge it is you can just sidestep it. Okay, for this vomit attack, just run around the boss to avoid this. This stabbing attack, you can tell when the boss is doing this, when the boss is walking, like when the boss tries to circle around you. That's when you want to be careful, because most of the time it'll do this stab attack, which hits, it do 1-2 and then walks a little bit and 1-2. You can dodge this by dodging towards the boss. Okay, for this whip attack, he will shake his head like that and then just get ready to dodge back, because if you eat this, it's gonna build up decay like immediately, unless you have high decay resistance. Otherwise, if you get whipped by this, it's instant like status ailment. For this screaming attack, left dodge the first attack and just circle around the boss and let him have it. This underground attack, if the boss does this, run away a bit and then dodge dodge towards the direction the boss dug underground. And sometimes when you're right next to the boss, you'll just do that sweep, which you can just dodge it by dodging towards or dodging into the sweep. And finally, we got the red rushing attack, which you can just parry it. I don't know if you can dodge into this. You can outrange it, but it has a pretty decent sprint. Okay, moving on to second phase, the boss has this move where he just jumps around like this. And it's, I would say, his repositioning move, but this can hurt you if it does step on you, so the way to dodge it is you can simply dodge towards him. Next up, it's this rushing attack, which you can dodge the first 2 by dodging towards him, and then the third one, sometimes it's a red attack, so you don't want to risk it. The way to avoid that is you just simply run away from him. So yeah, sometimes it's just pure regular attacks, sometimes the third one's a red attack, so watch out for that. Next up, the grab attack, which is what I think it's the most devastating attack, because if it grabs you, I believe you can get hit by decay, status ailments, and also it does a crap ton of damage. The way to avoid this is when you see the boss stands up, like you're walking towards you all menacingly, just standing up, get ready to dodge towards the side. And yeah, it doesn't have much reach, so fairly easy to avoid. Next up is this arm stretch attack. This is very reminiscent of the, I guess, the Scrapped Watchman boss, where it extends his arm like that and then it swings towards you. If you're far away, you can just simply avoid that by just keeping range. If you're close, dodge towards him, but don't get too comfortable, because the tentacle will sweep again, so after that you can get some damage in. Next up is this swing combo followed by the spinning arm slam. You can block the first 2 and try your best to parry the arm slam, and after you parry or block the arm slam, be careful, you want to dodge towards the boss, because otherwise it's gonna do this tentacle stab, and if you're too far, like if it's in mid range of the boss, it can catch you, and if it hits you, it's instant decay. For this slam attack, and it can hit up to 3 times, so it can be, the first 2 can be regular slams and the third one can be a red slam, or it can just do 1 regular slam and then the second one will be a red slam. The way to avoid the regular slam attack is you can simply dodge towards the boss, and then the third one, or whichever, it's going to be the red one, that one you're going to need to perfect parry. I haven't found another way to deal with a red slam. I tried dodging it, I haven't been successful from doing that. perfect parrying the red slam is probably your best bet, I think. Next up, the boss will sometimes, this is not a phase thing, it's one of its attacks where the boss will like flip around and it starts slamming you with its claws like a crab. The way to avoid this, you can just simply stay away from the boss. If you have throwables or if you have a ranged Legion arm, you can use that to get some damage in while the boss is doing this. And sometimes the boss will have this just regular punch and a backhand thing, which you can actually dodge into the punch, but it comes out really fast, so you can either dodge it or perfect parry or can block it. And if you see him do this specific punch, just dodge back afterwards so you can avoid the backhand. And finally, we got the old-fashioned Scrapped Watchman Spinning Arm Slam, which is the same as the Scrapped Watchman. You can perfect parry or block the first 2 slams, and then the red attack, the red body slam attack, you're gonna need to want to parry it. After that, make sure you don't like jump towards the side or anything like that, because the tentacles will do a side sweep. So make sure you stay directly in the center of the boss. And that's pretty much it for the breakdown. Let's get into the actual boss fights. So in the beginning, I like to buff my weapon with fire. Sometimes I'll do this red rushing attack, or it'll do the underground dig attack. So it can be either or, depending on what the boss is feeling, I guess. Yeah, see, that's the grab attack. Only the quote-unquote grab attack, which you'll only do if you're like in mid-distance of the boss. And I find that the fire grindstone works really well. Oh, by the way, the slam attack, you can dodge the first one by just dodging towards the left of the boss. You could parry it, or you can dodge it. I don't know. Up to you, whatever you're feeling. And there's the red rushing attack, parry it. Yeah. I don't think you can side dodge it, but it's fairly easy to parry, although I say that as I ate the first attack there when it was rushing towards us in the beginning. And here's the double slam attack. See, it didn't even do the red attack, it just went into the scream attack, which we can dodge towards the left and then just strafe around the boss, get behind him. I missed my opportunity for the crit there. It's okay. Alright, heal up. Red slam attack. Okay, we got the parry off of that one. More body slams, nice. Okay, we got the stun meter and we actually like stun the boss there, so go in for crits. And that did decent damage. One more hit should put him into phase 2. Okay, in phase 2, I'll do the scream, and if your weapon's like durability is low, make sure you sharpen it. It usually like walks towards you fairly slowly. Starts off the fight with rushing attack, I see. Sometimes he'll do a rushing attack, sometimes he'll do that jump movement thing. The one that's not really an attack, but if you are close enough and it steps on you, you will take damage. That attack. And be careful about the tentacle slams in phase 2, by the way. All its regular like puppet physical attacks won't put any status ailment on you, but if you get hit by the tentacle, because you know how he loves to like sweep his tentacles after like its combos and stuff. If you get hit by the tentacle, that can start building decay. If not, it'll instant decay you. So just watch out for the tentacle follow-ups. Alright, the stretchy arm attack, watch out for the tentacle sweep. After that, get in a few shots. There's the body slam. So you can just simply dodge towards him and then block the last one. You have to perfect parry well, not block, you have to perfect parry the red attack. And I got greedy there with my attacks, so then I missed out on the crit there. I believe you can do 2 charge attacks, if you're using the same weapon at least. You can get 2 charge attacks and then quickly get a crit. But I was not like, I didn't position myself correctly to land the crit there at the end. I think I was too far away. And there's the combo into the arm slam. See, I was mid-distance and the tentacle got me an instant decay. So yeah, like how we reviewed it, you want to dodge towards the boss after the spinning arm slam for that one. Alright, this is just the spinning arm slam combo. followed into by the red slam. Yeah, be careful of the tentacle sweep afterwards. Another one of this. Okay, we need to repair our weapon a little bit. That decay really did damage to our durability. More slam attacks, dodge towards them. Alright, flushing attack, you can block it, the regular running versions, but why do that when you can just dodge it into them? And here is the red version of the rolling around bit. And another thing I want to point out, the rolling around bit, make sure you don't rush in to get damage in before he's done rolling, because otherwise sometimes I rush in too early and I get whacked when it's not done like, rolling and stuff, so be really careful about that. Alright, and down goes the boss. Fairly tough battle, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyways, here is my weapon setup for this fight. I did upgrade my Legion arm for a bit for that one. I think I maxed out this version of my Legion arm. And there's my amulets. These defense parts are still the default versions. And here's the fire version of the grindstone. And here are my stats. And here are my P organs set up for the fight, for those of you guys that are curious what I'm running. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this boss, guys. So I thank you all so very much for watching. Hopefully this video has helped if you're struggling against the boss. And if it did, hopefully I'll catch y'all in the near future. But until then, I'll see y'all later. Oops.